If you like our videos, consider checking out our Patreon.
Hey everybody, Gunner and Bart here. It's Tuesday again, so that means...
No storage place.
Talk. That's jive talk for marijuana.
Nudity on slick paper.
It means most likely you're gonna hear some motherfucker outside mowing the grass the whole fucking time. But besides that,
this is called real life. We're not in a YouTube studio.
So we're gonna spin that fucking wheel since it's been a couple weeks, I think.
I feel like your like walls aren't thin. We won't be able to hear domestic violence taking place next door while we're doing this.
Boozers and users.
Well, here we are.
So I guess we will be back after we watch Boozers and Users.
I am a boozer and a user. My name is Todd. Hi, Todd.
Well, we're back for watching Boozers and Users, and I have to crack my booze to talk about Boozers and Losers.
Because you're a boozer.
A pretty uneventful thing. I don't have much to say.
I mean, it wasn't like it was.
I mean, it had some
interesting
interesting parts.
You know, like especially the end.
Well, we'll get into all that, but yeah.
Like, it was kind of lackluster.
It was dry.
It was dry. It was dry as the martinis those parents were feeding their kids.
So anyway, it opens up with Kmart, Charlton, Heston, Joe Piscopo, Shooter McGavin, fucking motherfucker here.
It was a mix, man. They all fucked.
Drug can be a powder, or pellets, or like alcohol, in liquid form. With these rather simple facts out of the way, let's turn to the drug that has so many millions of addicts, alcohol. First, let's see how early this addiction can begin, and see what happens at a regularly scheduled of a teenage drinker.
And he's talking about teenage alcoholics, so it cuts to an AA meeting with this little ass fucking girl talking about being an alcoholic.
I first started drinking at home at some of my parents' parties. Everyone thought it was funny to see a little girl drunk.
Isn't she adorable?
Aw, isn't she cute?
It didn't take much to make me feel high, and I used to like the way it made me feel and the attention I got.
Isn't she adorable? She keeps drinking.
I used to look forward to these parties.
Well, she started being an alcoholic at 7.
7!
I really got into drinking when I found I could sneak drinks and get away with it. So I've been drinking ever since I was 7. 6 years.
Who the fuck's... Oh, I'm sure there are some, but who the fuck starts drinking at 7?
But dude, and then she starts doing fucking barbiturates at 10.
I also got into barbiturates for a while when I was about 10, but I really got hooked in alcohol. I like the feeling better, especially from wine and beer.
Damn! Scarface didn't do that shit.
And what's great is, she talks about how she has to hang out outside of liquor stores and get winos or nice guys to buy her booze.
And either get some grown-up wino to get me 2 pints, and I'd give him 1, or I'd wait for some nice guy to believe that my mother was too busy or sick to go shopping, and she'd appreciate if he'd buy a 6-pack of beer. And sometimes I'd even get them to buy me that strawberry or apple wine the same way.
I mean, I do that now, but it's not necessary, but I still do. It's fun. Get some winos and dudes, to grab you, yeah.
And then it cuts to this dude talking about how he started drinking because his sister was a stewardess, so he started drinking those little mini bottles of like scotch and milk.
My friend's sister was a stewardess, and she'd bring home these miniature whiskey and wine bottles. I remember the first time we heard about scotch, so we mixed it with milk. That we really liked. I bet you're gonna really like that. Oh, that's gonna be good. You like it?
Ew, but they seem to enjoy it.
Yeah. It was like that one guy later on in the video where he was like, "Give me a milk." It's like, I'm fucking milk? Really?
But hey, at least it's not pot.
About a year ago, my parents found out that I was drinking. You should have seen how glad they were that it wasn't marijuana. Or some other drug.
Really, that's what happened to me.
Remember what Arnold said? Arnold's like, milk is for babies.
And then it talks about how young kids look up to adults with drinking and smoking and whatnot, but this girl wants her mom's gin-soaked olive.
Mommy, can I have your olive?
The fact that young people see older people drinking is frequently the reason they start to drink themselves.
It made for my wiener. Stallone. Can you believe he's playing a Terminator again? 85,000
Well,
years
dude,
old.
what do you think about the fucking new Rambo?
Oh, Lord. Dude, I don't know.
It looked decent.
The trailer confused me. I'm sure the movie's gonna be just
They better
as
fucking
confusing.
kill him. Call the movie fucking Last Blood.
Why do they
You better
kill
kill
him?
Because Stallone's gonna die!
We're all gonna.
But dude, for real, dude, they need to kill
They're a little
Rambo
sooner
off.
than
But
us,
of course,
maybe.
Stallone won't kill Rambo off. He'll play him 4 more times until he dies.
Probably, yeah. Well, why would he retire? He doesn't want to.
Well, I don't fucking know, but it's like you should not call a movie Last Blood
He
if
still-
it's not gonna be
He
the
still
last.
looks better than me and you.
Well,
And he's
yeah.
70,000 years old.
Yeah, but his head is like the combined size of me and you.
Well, that's from the HGH he smuggled in his ass doing Rambo the one, you know, whatever that one was.
Yeah.
What was that one? It was
Just Rambo.
you know.
I liked that one
I
too.
fucking loved that one. Who the hell didn't love that one? He chopped that dude's fucking guts out of the end. Fucking A, right.
But anyway.
I mean, hey, I look, I have not been really disappointed by a Stallone film. I think guy's a hell of a
Well,
writer. He may not be the greatest actor,
yeah.
but he's a fucking good, brilliant writer.
The fucking Expendables all kind of blew.
Dude, who is more successful as far as franchise motherfucking things as fucking Stallone and Arnold?
I'm sure
You know?
I'm sure if I thought about it, we could figure that out. But I don't want to get into that. I want to get into people debating pot.
Come on, there are no bad physical effects from smoking marijuana.
It's too soon to know about the physical effects of marijuana.
And more people debating pot.
Every idiot knows that marijuana leads to other drugs.
Richard, there's absolutely no proof that marijuana leads to other drugs. It just isn't.
And even more people debating pot.
Hey, man, enough marijuana can really mess up your head.
Come on, man. Marijuana just give you a mild psychedelic trip with no after effects. Even your own mother would notice.
Is that like an A&A meeting that they kept cutting to, or is that like a fucking comedy club?
Well, no,
Because everybody was like,
yeah.
"Oh, no," like laughing and shit. Little girls like, I was addicted to a bitch units, and they're like, "Blah, blah, blah, blah." It's like, well, that's not funny. God, it's like going to a Jerry Seinfeld. No, I'm sorry.
That's not funny either.
Yeah.
But anyway, we cut to fucking Kmart, fucking Charlton Heston, goddamn fucking Piscopo, fucking Shooter McGavin here, talking about like pills and how pills can fucking be dangerous.
Are all the millions of pills swallowed for kicks and escape every day. A lot of them stolen out of the family medicine chest. Millions more prescribed by the family doctor and abused by their patients. And millions more picked up from so-called friends. Not the old-fashioned pusher in those old-fashioned comic books and films, but the friends with a hang-up on pills who needs to sell them to earn bread for their own pill-popping needs. And last but not obsolete as yet, the professional pusher who can be found anywhere.
You know, this is up before, like, now it's just like pills are like everywhere, you know?
I know, doctors hand them out like rock candy.
There's more pills in fucking West Virginia than there are people to take said pills.
Fucking A, right, dude. They're like buried in them. I'm surprised these people are like walking, you know, down the street through a fucking pool of fucking pills, of Oxycontins and everything else they give them. Vicodin and fucking, what's that other shit? That's real lethal and shit that they just hand out like nothing. You know, I can't remember. Fuck it.
But you know what?
Like,
you know,
doctors are the biggest goddamn drug dealers in the country. We ain't locking their motherfucking asses up. These guys are goddamn El Chapo. They're just different. Just they got a fucking lab coat on.
yeah, but it's, if you think about it, it's not really the... I mean, yes, the doctors are the ones giving them, but they're not the ones making the money.
It's
dude.
legalized drug dealing, dude.
But they're not the ones making the money. The fucking
Not the doctors,
companies...
the pharmaceutical are.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. But the doctors are the one peddling the shit.
Yeah.
They're the ones on the street corners, excuse me, doctor offices, with a fat secretary who gives you shit every time you come in. You know what I mean? That's
Well, I guess it must be even nice just to know what it's like inside of a doctor's office. I haven't seen one in like 20
right.
years.
I don't know what a doctor's office is because I don't have that stuff.
But
They call
anyway,
it-
so fucking Kmart Charlton Heston here decides to ask a question I've been trying to figure out my whole entire life. Can one find lasting happiness through chemistry?
Can one find lasting happiness through chemistry?
No, you cannot.
No, you cannot. In fact, I don't think you could find, eternal happiness in anything. People are like chocolate, sex, this, a job, money, a blah.
But then too much of all that stuff, and you're like, man.
Too much of everything.
Yeah, like too much of your job, you're like, fuck that. Too much chocolate, you're like, Fuck that. Yeah, too much everything. You're like, fuck that.
I don't know. There'd probably be some people that argue with that. They're like, no, I don't think so. I think too much of this would.
Well, so too much. So if somebody would say, "Oh, not too much," or there can never be too much chocolate, you just start shoving it down their fucking throat. Like, is this too much? Is this fucking too much? Is this fucking too much? Yeah. You tell me when that's too much. Oh, it's too much? How about a little bit fucking more?
I bet they meant in moderation, not all in one sitting.
So anyway, the drug problem costs companies like $5 to $10 billion a year because of high and drunk workers.
It's been estimated that the drug problem is costing you, through losses in business, government, and industry, from $5 to $10 billion a year through absenteeism, inefficiency, wasted materials, and the expensive training replacements.
Yeah, high and drunk workers. Well, I got news for you out there, folks, in the fucking real world, is that most people that work in the fucking service industry are high and booze the fuck up. Because they're gonna deal with your dumbasses.
Yeah, they're gonna.
My eggs aren't done. This shirt don't fit. Why don't you have this in stock?
Give me your manager. Checking back.
I want to see your manager because I'm a white woman who has been accosted, and you can accost white women in this country.
So, whatever. Blah, blah, fucky, blah. We cut to Mr. Butterworth here. This is his real name. That's not me making a joke.
Mr. Weldon Butterworth.
We really cut to Mr. Butterworth here, talking about adult alcoholics.
They still continue to think of the alcoholic as a specific type and an automatic candidate for Skid Row, not understanding that Skid Row alcoholics are only 3% of the total number of people suffering from alcoholism.
So blah, blah, fucking blah. We cut to this dude that looks like he should be in a Ron Kuntz movie.
Yeah.
And he's talking about, like, military alcoholics.
We have a large population of young men, some of whom feel the need to prove their manhood, and one of the ways they do this is by drinking.
I'm sure there are. And the guy did have a point about being like in a strange fucking place, like boot camp.
Yeah.
Some dickbag yelling at you. And you're forced to shoot dummies and shit, and then go over and blast bullets through the real thing. Not forced, I'm sorry, but like maybe just a tad bit brainwashed into I don't know, but yeah, but anyway, but then you come back fucked up, and then your own government goes health insurance. Fuck that shit. Every single soldier should come back and get they should become carried back on fucking pillows. You know what I mean? But given whatever they want, house, healthcare, everything, a job, security. If you're willing to die, shit, dude.
But whatever. We move on now to, like, women alcoholics in the military. And I assume in 1980 or whenever this fucking was made, I assumed it was probably slightly harder for women in the military back then than it is now. Here's some of this.
Our young women sometimes feel the need to use alcohol in order to relieve their anxieties about being in an unfamiliar situation. Along with this, we have peer pressures, which are exercised by other problem drinkers, all of which tend to encourage drinking situations. Now, you add to this the boredom, the loneliness, the unfamiliar surroundings, and the fact that our people are away from home, and all these things have their effect.
I think me and you should do something. We become the most popular fucking tards on the planet. Well, there's every single person in this country right now is running for president on the Democratic side. There's like 800,000 of them. Me and you should register as independents. Now, I think there's only 3 Republicans running. Me and you should register as independents and fucking run, like, together on a ticket. Nobody ever does that. They just run, and then later on they pick their VP. Fuck that. This is my VP, or I'm your VP. Well, let's do it. Come on.
I don't want none of that fucking bullshit. All I want to do is stop talking about this and move on. Boring fucking bullshit.
It was boring. I'm trying to make it exciting.
Anyway, we do have one pretty interesting part with this dude in the military. Like, they're all in the bathroom and everybody's getting ready for the morning, and he's like,
was that Listerine?
And the fucking dude beside him was like,
damn.
Drink kind of early, aren't you?
Had kind of a rough night. Just need one to get me going, Klein, you want one?
No, man. That's too early for me.
Hey, Morris, how about you?
That's too early for me.
He's like, rough night. I just need a little something to get the edge off. Then he was like, you guys want something? It's like, it's 6 in the morning, fuck.
and then blah, blah, fucking blah. This dude needs to drink for courage to go to a party.
He drinks for courage.
I mean, you know almost everybody in there. So what? You know I'm no good at parties unless I've had a drink or two first. Just to relax, man. Just to relax.
And they had all kinds of people. Like, this guy has to drink to not talk to his wife. I'm like, well, he's not alone.
We got this next one that says about she feels guilt about drinking, so she goes into her bathroom and pulls out the toilet scotch and fucking takes a little fucking drink.
I was like, don't dribble any of that on your fucking lips. What if you put it up too far and you dribble down to that?
And then something about lying about drinking.
I'm gonna have a very dry martini. First one all week. What are you gonna have?
No, not for me. Been on a wagon for a year now. I'll just have a milk.
Oh, yeah.
This is the first martini in a week, or whatever the fuck he said.
I'll have a milk. And he said milk, and it killed me. I'm like, fucking milk, Ron, a milk. It's 7 in the afternoon, dude.
And then, we got fucking morning after tremors.
She has morning after tremors. To her, the morning after drink is a must.
Milk is for babies.
And then blah, 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 we get blackouts. And, the blackouts are so bad, dude just made his paycheck disappear.
I have to go to the market. Where's the rest of your paycheck?
I don't know.
You don't know? How many paychecks can you keep losing like this, Sal? You know how important every dollar is to us.
I'm sorry. But I don't remember what happened. To tell you the truth, Linda, I don't even remember getting home.
You don't? Do you realize you came home so drunk you could have killed yourself and any other poor person that got in your way?
In every set, he's like...
Yeah, I'm sure that's happened a lot. If you're an alcoholic and you're selling your plasma or your fucking, your woes, or you're gambling all the time just so you can get some fucking booze, or you're just gambling because gambling's terrible too. There's all kinds of shit.
Everything's terrible.
Everything's terrible. It's terrible.
Hey, isn't that like a website like from back in the day? Everything's terrible.
I don't know if there is, and it should be now.
I'm pretty sure there is. I think it was all horrible fucking stuff like we review and stuff.
And I love it, because you don't hear it in the news, and most people are stupid and only get their news from one motherfucking source. You don't really venture out there because everything's fake news. But when all the animals and all the planets and all the things in this whole fucking planet are dead, and you see one last frog come up to you, grab onto your pant leg, go, and drop.
And I say good, because we're one step closer to not existing. No, I'm just wow! But anyway, moving on from that, your schoolwork will deteriorate.
You had the entire weekend. Everyone else completed their assignment except you. Once again, that same lame excuse.
Wonder his schoolwork's deteriorating. The dude looks stoned as fuck. I mean, look at him.
Yeah.
I mean, I know his teacher has Harry Potter glasses and all, but fucking hell.
They thought that the fucking education system was deteriorating in 1982. They should come to 2019.
Yeah.
They should have a nice long talk with Betsy DeVos. He likes to smile. No matter what she says. She's like, oh, kids should be burned alive. She does this smile. It's like, you fucking bitch.
So whatever, now we cut to this mechanic, right? And his work's starting to deteriorate.
Look, Lonnie, it's not that you're late all the time, but it's the quality of your work.
Yeah, it looked like he was doing fine.
So he's getting bitched at, and then he's like, you know what? Fuck this, I quit.
Hey, look, if you don't like my work, and I don't like this funky job, maybe I ought to quit. Hey, no maybes about it. Quit. Because no one is indispensable, not even you.
Yeah, and he was like, well, you should quit. He goes, I just did. He was out the door.
And then we get to deterioration of family relationships. Wife wants dude to go to bed.
In a minute, you'll be passed out like every night.
When I feel like going to sleep, I'll go to bed. Now, will you please bug off?
He's like, I'll go to bed whenever I want to go to bed.
Hell yeah.
Well, dude, maybe she wanted the dick.
Did she look like she wanted the dick? Look at her face when she came around that corner. Did she look like she wanted
you never know, dude. She might have been in that fucking room, like, warming herself
up. What she
up.
wanted to do was what every woman wants to do, is just control her man like he's a fucking robot 3000. Just go to bed, do this, man. I got the controllers, fucker. You know, hit the little buttons making you do shit.
But
like,
once again, I can always say, just because you're in a situation does not mean every fucking dude.
Fucker, I'm making a generalization.
Because you only know one thing: being controlled.
Well, I like it. It turns me on.
So whatever. Oh yeah. So he's in bed, all hungover, and his kids are all pissed off because he promised to take them to the zoo.
You didn't get up, Dad.
In a little while.
Daddy, you promised to take us to the zoo, remember?
Not today.
Promised.
I don't feel well.
Because you're drunk and you have a hangover.
Get out! Get out! Both of you! Oh, God.
And like that.
Is it because you were drunk and you're now hungover?
And then he flops him out of the bed.
Throws a fucking beer bottle at him.
You wait till I get out of this bed. I think if you're a parent, you probably shouldn't.
Well, my one and only beer I have up here is gone, so that means I don't want to talk about this anymore. So for gutter, but no, I'm kidding.
Well, no, we got to get to the end. It's the most interesting part.
So blah blah fucking blah.
It's not right.
We cut to, I mean, it's interesting,
not.
but it's not.
It's not.
But anyway, that's just a why.
It's a
why.
Yeah.
But anyway, we cut to alcoholics selling their blood for liquor.
Here are alcoholics who have hit bottom. They literally sell their own blood to get money to buy another bottle of what quite appropriately is called slow suicide.
Well, obviously, they're not selling their blood for liquor. They're selling their blood for money to buy liquor.
Right.
They're not like, here you go, boozers. Thanks for your plasma. Here's a scotch.
They don't go, yeah, right. They don't go to there like, all right, I'll take a pint of Jack Daniels and take that out of me. And then they hit the wall. You took too much blood, Doc. Wait, I'll get it back. You know.
Yeah, and then not Charlton Heston starts talking about, like, users and stuff. And this is where it starts getting fun because for some reason he's talking about people that do stuff and they're running through a field, like down a hill.
I know, and the music's not, you know, I don't know, music was weird. Interesting. It was like
well, hold on a second, because he does a little wrap up.
Would any one of these people stop or never start their own personal form of drug abuse because of the facts about nicotine, alcohol, uppers, downers, cocaine, quaalude, heroin, etc., etc.? Just because of the facts? The plain and simple facts? And when these plain and simple facts won't do, what will?
And then it goes to credits. And this is like, as the credits are rolling, this music's playing. And like, yeah, underneath the credits are...
I love it. And then there's people drinking.
Gulp, gulp, gulp.
And they're like, smiling and stuff. And I'm like, so it's a happy ending.
I guess.
So what's the problem?
I don't fucking know.
What are you arguing about? Everything's fine.
Yeah.
There's always going to be users and boozers and losers and goosers.
Yeah, for real.
They're all over the goddamn place. That guy you think is all straight up, straight laced, fuck that. That guy's on some shit. Other than that, if he's not doing drugs, he's in some freaky shit like dildos in his ass and fucking turtles.
On that note, for Gutter Bird, we'll see you later.
For turtle fucking.
Yeah.
Don't fuck turtles. That's not right.
The will didn't give us the best of options this week, but I mean, if we would have avoided the will one more time, I think we would have stopped using the will.
The will would have put it on a will. Like one of those medieval wills and stretches.
Yeah.
Meh.
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 Meh. Not too interested about this one. I mean, it's over, so I don't have to be interested anymore. Do you know a Todd that's a boozer?
The hell was that?
Stupid ad.
You had some titties on there.
It wasn't titties. It was probably some underage fucking chick.
Well, that's even better. No, I mean, I didn't mean that.
Uh-huh.
Well, whatever.
Would you want your 15-year-old sister to smoke grass?
No, I don't, but I don't have the right to stop her either.
Anti-marijuana laws are too soft, too permissive. What we need are stiffer penalties.
Oh, come on, Steve. The laws ain't laws about marijuana. Not only dumb, but paranoid. Marijuana should be made legal now with the same controls we have for alcohol.